Prosecutors releasing body cam footage of the moment police confronted suspected CEO killer Luigi Mangione inside of a Pennsylvania McDonald's. Todd Powers joins us now with a look at the evidence shown in court. Good morning, Todd.
Good morning, Lawrence. For the first time, we are hearing the interaction between Altoona police and Luigi Mangione at that Pennsylvania McDonald's following a 5-day national manhunt. Take a look. Here's the clip where the accused killer apologizes to police for looking suspicious and then hands them a fake ID.
Yes, sir. How you doing? Yeah, put your mask down real quick for me. Yeah, sure. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. What's your name?
Mark.
What is it?
Mark.
Mark?
Yes, sir.
Mark what?
Rosario.
Rosario? Someone called tonight. They thought you were suspicious.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is your ID on you?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. I thought she looked like someone, feel free to even run from it. Where are you from?
26, 27, 29 out of New Jersey.
Mangione's lawyers filing a letter yesterday asking the judge to keep the remaining body cam footage sealed, writing, quote, "The media is requesting evidence from a suppression hearing before a jury has been selected. In this scenario, releasing this evidence to the media would create a substantial probability that Mr. Mangione's right to a fair trial would be prejudiced by publicity." But Pennsylvania officers say they found multiple items in Mangione's backpack, including a gun, loaded magazine, and silencer, as well as a manifesto. His lawyers arguing the items should not be used as evidence because the search was conducted without a warrant. But at the pretrial hearing yesterday, an officer testified that a search warrant was not needed since the items were found after Mangione's arrest. Now, Mangione has pleaded not guilty to all state and federal charges in connection with the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. The pretrial hearing in New York City scheduled to resume tomorrow. Lawrence, back over to you.
Oh, it's truly unbelievable.
Yeah.
Thanks, Todd. Let's bring in Fox News contributor and criminal defense attorney Donna Rotunno. I understand counsel has to throw anything out there, Donna. But if you're going to criticize the stop and how they obtained the evidence there, you can't be selective of the body cam footage that you want shown in court if that is at dispute, right?
I agree. I think that request was a little gratuitous, given the fact that they are making all these motions, they are asking for all these things to come out, and I think what that really tells us is that they're seeing that this is problematic for them as it comes out in court, and they don't want it out for all of us to be talking about. But honestly, I think that these motions are failing, and when I first read them on paper, Lawrence, I really thought that they had more teeth.
Right.
But the more we see these videos and the body cameras, and we see the sequence of the way this went down, I do think that the police acted properly.
Well, I hope that they have a better defense going into trial, because it's not looking so good right now with the overwhelming evidence. I do want you to comment on this latest story right here. There's a family that's suing the Royal Caribbean after a man allegedly was served 33 drinks, and he died on board after becoming unruly and getting a sedative, the court documents have revealed. What do you make of this case?
Well, so far, I think there's a lot of questions. We have more questions than we have answers. Obviously, anybody served 33 drinks in a short amount of time, and I'm not sure we actually know the full span of time, but we know that it happened the day that he boarded the cruise, and they were waiting for a room, I believe. So, number one, if one or two bartenders served him that amount of alcohol, that's problematic, number one. Number two, we see the way that he was acting on that cruise ship, and I do think that at that point, the staff on the cruise, the security on the cruise, they do have a duty to make sure other passengers are safe. The question becomes, and I think it's very interesting, we're learning from this autopsy that they're claiming that this was a homicide, and I'm not so sure how we make that leap between everything that we've seen here to now saying it's a homicide. So I don't know what they found in his system to lead them to that belief, but we now know that there's this lawsuit. I think it's going to be very interesting, because if it's a homicide, Are they going to charge someone criminally? Because this lawsuit obviously is seeking monetary damages, and it's been filed in civil court. So we have two competing theories here. There's the civil side, there's the criminal side. I just think there's a lot of unanswered questions that we will be looking for the answers here in the coming days.
Well, it's such a good point, Donna, because as is labeled a homicide, they also pair the cause of death with the asphyxia with obesity as well, but then they still label it as a homicide as well. The Royal Caribbean, as well as the family, they're releasing this statement. This is the family. Royal Caribbean sold an all-inclusive, unlimited deluxe beverage package to him, which in itself encourages passengers to overconsume beverages, including alcohol. And his crew members served at least 33 alcoholic beverages in hours leading up to the incident and his death. What do you make of that?
Well, first of all, what I make of it on its face is that, you know, they want the cruise ship to be responsible for the choices someone else has made. And, you know, obviously,
right.
Does a bartender have a duty to cut someone off? Every state has different rules about that. So that's the first part. You have to look at that and say, what were the circumstances under which he drank those drinks? There's video surveillance of everything you do on a cruise, so I'm sure at some point we'll know more about it. In terms of, you know, are they liable for the other issues? I mean, we see him. He does not look like a healthy person. As you said, the autopsy speaks about obesity. So we'll see how this is going to shake out. But I think it's fairly interesting.
It's going to be a tough case. The Royal Caribbean released this statement. We were saddened by the passing of one of our guests, worked with authorities on their investigation, and will refrain from commenting any further on pending litigation. Donna Rotuno will be following this. Thanks so much, my friend.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.